Ida? Ah,
Hello.
okay.
Yes, for a moment I thought I was being cut out from all these things. Yeah. How are you? How are you, Yip? How are you doing?
Doing very good. Very happy to have you with us. Ida is a chief legal officer. So now, guys, we just had the tech perspective, we had the entrepreneur's perspective, the creative perspective. Now we get like a perspective from somebody who comes from the legal space originally. So I think our learning today will be very holistic.
Oh
Welcome, Ida.
yeah, Vijay. Yeah, I'm going to share screen. Am I allowed to share screen?
Yeah, of course. Please do.
Okay. All right. Let me try to find my PowerPoint. Share. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes, wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yes. Sorry, I'm pretty new in this one, so just be patient with me. And most of the time, someone else does this for me, and I am now learning all this by myself. So here, present the view, and
Yes, you're
I will.
getting really entrepreneurial.
So hi everyone. So I come from Fluidity, the company. I represent Fluidity Money. We're actually building on Solana at the moment. And a little bit about myself. I am the chief legal officer for Fluidity. I used to be an ex-lawyer on the traditional finance part. Okay, so I know the capital markets, securities and derivatives area very well. And how do I actually got involved into the DeFi space and blockchain? It was really by I was asked to step in as a lawyer for an exchange that to be launched on the blockchain. I do not know what's blockchain. I do not know what's DeFi. I do not know what's digital assets. And I just said, okay, let's give it a go. And that was about 2 years ago. And ever since that, it was a whirlwind. I have to completely deconstruct my thinking. Which was really, really interesting. And I'm loving this space immensely. So here I am. I'm just so glad, Yip, that you given me a chance to have a go on this one. So I'll go on. So we're going to talk today about fluidity on Solana. It's about making money work for you. Now you have heard before all this statement, make money work for you. You need to spend money to make money. Money must move to make money. You heard all these statements before. And guess what? It is true. It is true in the traditional finance because it manifests itself through investments, loans, lending, and basic collateralization. And it also exists as well in the DeFi space. It is true. You need to make money work for you. You need to make money move. You need to basically transact in order for it to work. So I'm going to give you a proposition here. Two people. First one is Amina. Okay. Amina is a mother to 3 children. She's a tailor. She has about a saving of USD $3 to $5 per week. She has no bank account. Because of that, she's unable to make credible wealth for herself. And now we got Susie. She's middle income. She has compounding debt. She's got multiple credit cards. So it sounds very familiar. And she has bought a lot of stuff on buy now, pay later accounts. She has difficulty in clearing debt because she's servicing interest pretty much on a monthly basis. So there's 2 ladies here. Are they so different or are they the same? I propose they have the same. Why? Because they have a form of asset or debt which is sitting idly. They cannot make more wealth for themselves. They're all caught in the vicious cycle, living paycheck to paycheck. But as you can see, both of them, regardless whether you're poor like Amina or you are middle income like Susie, you have to spend. Amina needs to spend to put food on the table. Susie needs to spend for her daily stuff. That is the commonality that just runs across the 2 of them. So here it is, spend. I'd like you all to just remember this word, spend. What is the current position in DeFi now? In DeFi now, higher incentives is given to people who basically park their funds, so I let it sit idly, and then let it yield farm by staking tokens. So basically, if you put it there and you stake it there, you reap more rewards. By reaping more rewards, you make more wealth to themselves. That's how currently DeFi works. And now you put yourself in the position of Amina and Susie. Can Amina and Susie take part on this DeFi as it is? We propose that they can't, because they need to clear the debts. They don't have enough savings. They don't have enough meaningful portion of money to stake aside to make good yields, to make good rewards that can make them wealthier. So, but they can spend. They can spend. Remember that, okay? So here is the thing about what we are doing, okay? What if you can make wealth every time you spend? You get rewarded every time you transact. You get paid every time you move money around. You make a settlement, you make a payment, you get it. You reap a reward. You get paid. You make money, okay? So this is the new concept of DeFi that Fluidity is actually exploring. Fluidity, DeFi as a utility. And that's what we do. So essentially what we do is that we wrap it to a one-to-one asset and basically allows the user to be pulled into a larger pool. And basically it generates yield, and basically they can win every time there's a transaction to it. Everyone stands a chance to it. Everyone stands a chance to make wealth from it. So as a result, we reward the person for transacting, and the prizes are significant. And as you can see here, so it improves or the expected outcome over time. So that's generally how Fluidity Money works. But here's the challenge. See, in order for all these things to work, we need to put on a protocol or a platform or a blockchain that is able to give us high transaction. It must settle quickly, and it must have lower transaction costs, because what's the point of having high transaction and it has the ability to settle quickly, but it has really high gas fees, and as a result of that, people like Amina is therefore excluded out from even participating in DeFi. So it must have all these three things, and it must deliver all these three things. And the reason why we chose Solana is because Solana answers all these three. So here it is. It's a decentralized blockchain system. It has a TPS throughput of a total 65,000, which is very, very fast, okay? And the key thing was that it has a lower transaction fees. And the backers and the ecosystem of Solana is incredible. The last time I checked, they had about, I think about 215 people on their ecosystem, and they're backed by FTX. And more importantly, is the Solana shared the vision that Fluidity that we do, which basically is financial inclusion, and at the lower transaction cost, and or sometimes no transaction cost, okay, and to basically allow people to do to participate in DeFi, so that they can make wealth from that, so that they can share in a greater and larger scale of in terms of the wealth that is distributed on the DeFi. So that's why we partner with Solana as a solution blockchain provider, because they answer all these things. So and yeah, so my slides are actually very quick and snappy. So why we chose Solana is because the way we are looking in terms of DeFi is that we are looking at a way of people looking at how money is going to be used. So if you can see, the way Fluidity is that the more you spend, the more you get your have a high chance to get your reward. So as you can see from that, is that it's a new way of actually looking at how you are treating money, how you are looking at money. And we need to find a partner that basically that can actually help us with a shared vision, and at the same time that has the platform and the utility to actually deliver this. And that is why we chose Solana and all this to be our partner. So that's pretty much it in terms of that. I try to make it quite simple for everyone to understand. So because I'm not a techie, I don't know how to make it into technical, but essentially that is the thrust of the new DeFi products, which is one of them is us, and why we choose Solana, because they could deliver it. They are the best platform which we find that they can deliver it. So yeah, over to you here.
Well, thanks a lot, Ida, for sharing. You can share maybe a bit about the genesis history of Fluidity. What were the founders thinking when they created it? And what's your, where are you going to take that company?
Where did we start it? Okay, I don't know how many of you here, the participants, are actually from Southeast Asia. I'm from Southeast Asia. I'm from Malaysia. Okay, and one of the founders is from Pakistan. Okay, and in those regions, they have a habit of the community pooling their funds together. In Malaysian, it's called Kutu Fund. In Philippines, it's called Paluago. I think Thailand is called something else. But essentially, groups of people come and pool their fund together. My grandmother is a participant of it. She just pooled their fund together in a small committee, and essentially, at the end of the day, they pass the money to a trusted person. It's usually the local grocery guy, okay, who knows who is pregnant, who lost their job, who can't pay. Just the local busybody, okay. And then he would then tell everyone the money that's pulled together, why not they use it to help Mrs. Wong, who is expecting, and husband just lost a job, and everyone in the community just go, yeah, we agree with it. Okay, so that's how the idea really came about, pulling together. The difference is that the money, when it pulls together, it just sits idly there. Okay. Then we thought, okay, let's take the money and basically start investing like how it does. But then we noticed another thing, that not everyone can save. Actually, where I come from, saving is actually a privilege. You need to have money to save. Not many people can save because they don't have enough money to save. What about them? They can't even participate in the schooling. So that's when we thought about the idea of, what if we help them, okay, to actually generate and make wealth purely by the fact that they are transacting. Because regardless whether you're rich or poor, you have to transact. You have to make payments. You have to pay for food. You have to do all this. This is just everyday life. What if you do that, and the very fact that you're doing this, you go into this pool that you're now participating just purely by that interaction, and then you get a chance to be part of that wealth generating yield. And that's how it really started, just in a cafe, really. So yeah.
That's beautiful. And what are the next milestones for your project?
We're very excited because when we started like this, we never thought it would lift off so fast, and we never thought it resonated with so many people. And then we realized that we were touching not on a solution, we're actually touching on a philosophy. It is basically looking at money and seeing how money behaves, and basically treating money in a new way. So because of this, our next step is to essentially get ourselves licensed in Southeast Asia and Singapore to start with. Okay, so by doing that, we can plug this into all forms of payment systems and settlement systems, in order to give the users the benefit of participating the fact that they can make a transaction and reap a reward. So just imagine if you got a credit card, every time you spend, you stand a chance to get rewarded. So buy now, pay later, okay? Like Susie's case, okay? Currently, if you pay up, you're just basically reducing your debt and then the interest and until basically everything cancels off. But here, every time you do that, it is an interaction. It is an engagement with the platform. And every time that happens, you get rewarded, you get incentivized, you get a reward, which is basically you can make wealth out from it. You can make money out from it. And so we can use that and actually plug it into a lot of payment systems, settlement systems. And that's what we're going to do, really. So it's quite exciting. So yeah.
Have you already raised funds? Do you already have a token? Or what's your website? This is what the audience also asking.
Oh, the website is fluidity.money. Let me try and can I stop sharing? I'll stop sharing here,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, of course.
And
cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. And we have a website. Yes, we have raised funds ready. We're very excited because we're now going for the race. We've already secured, and really, really exciting stuff here because there's so many people who are interested in it, and we're excited because this is the new thing. It's about we believe the next DeFi is about interaction, engagement, which is the utility, which is that is the utility that you're going to be rewarded. And we believe that that is how it's actually going to develop. So yeah, very excited about this.
Yeah, and you mentioned you already have traction. Do you already have users of this product, or is it currently still in ideation stage?
No, we have already created an MVP, and we're launching the beta just to test that it really works. The algorithm works, and after that, we are going to launch a full working product platform soon. So yeah.
That's super excited. Anybody
Yes.
from the audience, do you have any questions? Now would be the time to ask. You've just received a lot of compliments. People say it's a totally brilliant concept. It's a fabulous concept. There's a great market in India, says my teammate Ankur from Unit. He's actually holding a presentation on the Indian market later on. Okay. Well, guys, if there's no immediate questions, first let's all thank Ida. You can send hearts or whatever emojis, and then I open up breakout rooms. But that's just for us guys to take a break if you want, or whoever doesn't feel like they need a break, they can go into these breakout rooms and connect with each other. In 10 minutes sharp, we'll continue with the next session for our speakers. So I just open and you can self-assign to the rooms, and then we hear 2 more presentations. It's gonna be exciting. Thanks, Ida.
Thank you, Yip, for the opportunity, and thank you everyone for giving me a chance. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
All the best, Ida.